everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is Madden 17 on EA Sports. In today's game, we have two of the best quarterbacks in the league with two of the biggest arms. It's Aaron Rodgers going up against Carson Palmer. So let's send you out to the Valley of the Sun as we welcome in our commentators, Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the Valley of the Sun at University of Phoenix Stadium here in Glendale. Today, we've got a good NFC. Matchup on tap between the Green Bay Packers and the Arizona Cardinals. They'll come out in the pistol. The first carry now. This is Johnson. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
Old school defensive tackle play dictated just stood up and danced with the guy in front of you. And if a guy came near, tackle him. New school, you don't want to just dance. You want to get past him, get upfield, and make the play in the backfield. A big-time play there.
On second down, Palmer. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up third. Let's look at this offense now, and let's talk about John Brown.
An exciting young town from Pittsburgh State, home of the Gorillas. Hard to cover, great moves in short areas.
So certainly not the start they were looking for here as they come up on a 3rd and 14. They go play action with Palmer. He's going to look deep down the field. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down. Here comes the Cardinals punter now. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. This is brought in at the 21. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. One back is Lacey. Rodgers now on first down. Caught on the right side by Adams. 15 yards through the air and a first down.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. They'll run for the first time with Lacey. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge, whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end, in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
And it's hauled in by Jared Cook. And he's brought down. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
Throwing is Rodgers, and this is going to be incomplete. And for this offensive unit, Eddie Lacy, sometimes he even has the Auburn fans saying roll tide.
Now that's big right there, because for them to say that, wow, that tells you how good a talent he really is. When he gets rumbling, the field tilts in his favor.
Maybe I overstepped my bounds there a bit, but he's good.
Brandon, you never want to get in the middle of Alabama versus Auburn.
Rodgers again here on 2nd and 10. Looks for Nelson, and it's accelerating, and off he goes. A great read, and it's picked off. And they will score. It's a pick six for the Cardinals touchdown. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick sixes.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position and throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their deep.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. That goes for a gain of 31.
Now, that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield, those guys made that play possible.
They come up in an offset eye. Now a first down carry. It's Lacy. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Now that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Rodgers. And the hit jarred loose. It's incomplete. Well, this past year, Arizona finished 7-8-1. Here are the defensive starters for the Cardinals. What do you make of this football team defensively heading into next year, Charles?
Well, they're an aggressive group, and they didn't generate the same number of takeaways that they normally do. But I think that coming back in 2017, a great core of players, and they'll get Tyrann Mathieu back. And if they get him back at his 2015 level, look out, because Patrick Peterson's one of the best corners in the game as well.
To throw, it's Rodgers. Trying to lay one up deep. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. Rodgers to throw for it on 4th. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22.
We always talk about big-time players make big-time plays in big-time moments. I think that 4th down qualified. That was a heck of a throw.
Rodgers now on first down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
Normally, he's pretty reliable. Usually catches what's thrown to him. On that play, he simply dropped it.
So the incomplete pass brings up second down. Back to the air on second down. It's Rodgers. Flush to his right. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tony Jefferson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how the defense...
And he is not going to get away. The rush was too strong, and this is going to wind up a safety. And the blitz was on there, able to get in the backfield from the linebacker spot and get him 2 points.
Brandon, we know a defensive coordinator right now who's looking for a raise. He had that dialed in perfectly, didn't he? The perfect blitz at the perfect time. 2 points for his team.
And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Well, can he put it aside? Let's find out. They start the drive on the ground with Lacey. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38. Calais Campbell on the stop.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
So the offense now dealing with a 2nd and 7. Rodgers to throw on 2nd down. Out to the flat for Lacey. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. It's a gain of 5. And that'll lead here to a 3rd down. Still in search of the first down after that last completion. Rodgers looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And he dropped it. Now it was tipped. Altered the ball a little bit, but he dropped it. And now 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Jake Shum to punt it away. The Pro Bowler Patrick Peterson back deep for Arizona. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. And last time they surrendered the safety, we know they don't want to do that again.
That is just one of those oddities in scoring that we get, and it's just so strange to see that go up on the board, and then you got to make sure that that doesn't happen to your team again. They've got to take care of the ball.
But boy, it juices up the defense.
Oh, without a doubt. That's a great way to score some points.
He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field. Partner, I know we're supposed to be impartial and not root, but be honest. Weren't you excited for the opportunity for David Johnson of Arizona to have 100 yards from scrimmage in each and every game this year?
Yeah, NFL record 15 straight games at the century mark. Disappointingly, though, couldn't get that clean sweep. Just 44 yards in the Cardinals' finale after he was forced to exit with a knee injury.
But how about the way he broke out in 2016? One of the stars of the future in the NFL.
It's brought in complete. It's John Brown. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. Ready to go now in the second quarter. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. It's the Cardinals in possession of the football, but they face a 2nd and long to start things out. down. Palmer. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. The tight end, Jermaine Gresham, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up third down. And the offense looking to pick up the first down after the second down incompletion. They'll fake the give to Ellington. Now it's Palmer. And incomplete on the deep ball. That one was intended for John Brown. And that brings up fourth down. So now on comes the field goal unit. And wow, this is no ordinary try here. This will be from 56 yards out. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
They go play action here on first down. He's got time. And Cook has it left side. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Now a play fake here on first down. And Rodgers intercepted a third time. A great read, and it's picked off. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. So out now come the Cardinals. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails.
And he'll be hit from behind and taken down. Mike Daniels in there to get him for a loss of 5. Defensive end gets in there that time. They were in a 4-3. What's the responsibility of the ends versus the tackles there, Charles?
Well, most of the time when you talk about the ends, they're your pass rushers. They're the guys that you turn loose to try and get to the guy who's going to throw the football. The tackles, usually more of the run-stuffing variety. But the way this game is advanced, you're wanting a little bit of everything out of all of your guys. But let's just go ahead and break it down and make it simple. The guy who's the right defensive end versus a right-handed quarterback, that's the blind side. He's going after the quarterback. He's going to put him on the ground.
So here we go, a third down after the second down pass completion. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. To throw is Palmer. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. This is taken at about the 14. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And it'll be Packer football here, first down and 10. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see, do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because his confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught.
And the 2016 NFL Comeback Player of the Year was Jordy Nelson. He had a fantastic year after the knee injury in 2015. Well over 1,000 yards again. And once again, he was the #1 target for Aaron Rodgers.
NFL high, 14 receiving touchdowns. What dimension does he add that makes them so good on offense?
Dependability as well as speed. All right, Jordy Nelson's the type of guy who can run any route you want. Yet he can also take the top off of a defense, as we like to say, by running past people. It's a heck of a combination to deal with. Plus, Aaron Rodgers knows when he gets in trouble, he just looks for Jordy Nelson, and 9.9 times out of 10, he'll find a way to get open.
So it'll be first down here after the run. Now they'll run it on the toss. They find some open field here. Touchdown, Packers. Ty Montgomery, 39 yards. And the Packers have taken the lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run. And one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Throwing now, Palmer on first down. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. Give him 2 yards on that play, and it'll make it a second down.
I'm going to show my age here a little bit. We used to talk about running backs catching the ball as safety valves. Nowadays, they're a big part of the passing offense.
Quit acting like you're so old. You're only 65.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end. A guy that you can line up anywhere, in the slot, out wide, in tight. Doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. That incompletion, Charles, gives me a chance to put you on the clock real quick. NFC teams last year that did not make the playoffs that might make a push this coming year.
Well, 3 that come to mind right away that we thought were going to be in 2016. Minnesota, remember the start they got off to before that didn't work out so well for them. Arizona, we thought they were a lock to be in the playoffs. In fact, many of us called them Super Bowl contenders. And Carolina, the defending NFC champs going into last season, they didn't make it. So I think that all 3 could return to former glory. I'm going to give you one way off the pace here. You ready?
Let's go.
The Los Angeles Rams.
Ooh.
They get the young quarterback going and that defense continues to live up to expectations. They can make a real strong push in the West.
They've got the D. You're right. They just need the O. It looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on third down. Here's Palmer to throw. He's going to fire one into a double team, and it's intercepted. Then it's Clinton Dix with a pick. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. He's got time in the pocket. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Then his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. And we've arrived at the 2-minute warning here in half number 1. His first carry. And not much there as he gets it up to about the 5-yard line. Only a gain of a couple there. That leaves them needing about 7 here on third down. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Now Palmer. And Gresham's got it over the middle. Oh, he breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley. And they're going to get this one up past the 25. 23 yards on the play. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Play action. It's Palmer. And this is going to be caught. No, they say it's incomplete. Let's look ahead for a quick minute. We don't have the schedules yet for next year, but what we do have are the 5 international games that will be played, 4 in London and then 1 again in Mexico, Jacksonville, Baltimore, Miami, New Orleans, Cleveland, Minnesota, Rams, and Arizona. Those in London, and then Mexico's going to get a great game. The Raiders and New England.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And just think about the ones in London. Remember, they're splitting them between the 2 different stadiums in London, so they get a different flavor in all of these places. But Mexico, for the 2nd straight year, the Raiders are coming to town. That should be a whole lot of fun.
Should be a ton of fun and a very good matchup. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Now Palmer to throw. He's into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Michigan man, Jake Ryan. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
And this is Cook with a grab. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 20. 13 yards there on the pickup. And that leads to a Green Bay first. And the next snap coming inside the red zone here. Rodgers now on 1st down. That is caught. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1.
Partner, they weren't quite in the red zone, but things are starting to get condensed on the field. Throwing the corner route there. Really nice play because it gives them a little bit of room to complete it.
First and goal, they'll look to smash it in. Maybe a quarterback sneak here. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I don't know if there's any other way to put it, but that play was blown up right from the snap. How about the guys on the defensive side of the ball? It's almost like they were in the offensive huddle.
Yeah, it's one thing to stand him up from that 1-yard line. Pushing him back to the 5, though. Wow.
Yeah, I like what you just said there. Not just stand them up.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. From the 3 now, here they come on 3rd and goal. Now they'll run it on the toss. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And Crosby puts it through, and that will push the lead up to 12-7. So they get the 3, increase their lead to close out the half.
Excellent way to end a drive. Go into the locker room with a little bit of extra momentum after adding 3 to their total.
Short kick. One of the up middle take it down. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Now trotting out there, the Packers getting ready to go. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. They start the second half with Lacey. It'll go as a gain of 10 there, and it'll be a Green Bay first down.
Well, that's the desired outcome coming out here in the second half of being able to run the football and establish a little bit of pace and maybe even a bit of dominance at the line of scrimmage, and they want that to continue. Way too early to think about this being ball control time, but the way they're running it, you got to think they may want to continue that and see if they can go ahead and grind their opponents into submission.
They come out here in the eye. They stay on the ground on first down with Lacey. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. Tackle made by Marcus Golden.
That was a really nice play, be able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. On second down, here's Rodgers. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
Sometimes you just have to take things into your own hands, don't you? I mean, the offense is really struggling in this game. They're the ones keeping things going. They have to continue to play at that level.
Throwing is Rodgers on third down. And that is incomplete.
But that was pretty nice to watch if you like a defense's perspective, because they understood where the first down line was as much as the offensive guys did. Did not give up any more ground, and when the ball was thrown, reacted really well and swatted it away. One of the advantages of zone defense, you never take your eyes off the quarterback, and when he reacts, you do exactly the same and go get the ball.
21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Cards will take over, 1st and 10. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance really to set the tone here in quarter 3.
They can really take charge, can't they? And this is probably how it was drawn up at the half. I think we can go inside the locker room, all right? And I think we would see up on the grease boards, stop them defensively, get the ball back for the offense, and let's go downfield and score. Seems simple, right? The last part, we have to find out that's going to happen. But the first part worked to perfection. Did exactly what they wanted, and now their offense has to pay it off.
See if they can get the latter 50%. One receiver left, 2 to the right. On second down, here's Palmer. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. Mike Daniels makes the tackle.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Throwing is Palmer. And now this one's intercepted. A 3rd interception for Palmer. Picked off by Morgan Burnett. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
Always got some breathing room. Powers over. Eddie Lacy, see you later. Touchdown, Packers. Eddie Lacy, 46 yards. And that interception key as it leads to the touchdown. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
The Cardinal offense now making their way back out onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there if he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback who has to slide and find open space to throw.
They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's second down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
Again, we'll see the pistol here. Another part of this Cardinal rotation. This is Chris Johnson. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. Tackle made there by Nick Perry. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. On 3rd and 1, it's Palmer. It's caught. Nelson. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first.
Not an ideal spot to be on first down, but I love that the play caller did not immediately abandon the running game and say, okay, we've got to throw it in order to pick it up. Stayed with the run, was rewarded with a big-time pickup. Now they're in second and manageable.
To throw is Palmer. And he fires one incomplete. J.J. Nelson, the intended target. And that'll bring up second down. And with the play clock at 5, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Second down following the incompletion. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. On second down, Johnson. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all.
Sometimes I get caught in hyperbole, but I think they desperately need to punch this one in. They're running out of time.
Yeah, 2-score game, second half. You're down here. This is the time to put it in the end zone.
And not going to get much better than this for an opportunity.
They'll try to run it in. Johnson. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. David Johnson. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Cardinals draw a bit closer. Now Catanzaro after the touchdown to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Packer offense now ready to get back onto the field. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, How do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
Let's see if they dial it up this drive. Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's second down. Back to the air on second down. It's Rodgers. He's going to let it go again. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
I know the initial focus was on how far that pass was downfield, but how about the coverage on the play? Able to stay with him, get his hands where the receiver's hands were going to try and catch the ball, tips it up in the air, and knocks it away.
Third down here for the offense after the incomplete pass. They come out here in the eye. To throw, it's Rodgers. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And a shot taken on third down, unsuccessful. Fourth down now.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. First and 10, it's Palmer. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Demarius Randall. And his guys are going to have the football back as the third quarter comes to an end. And they'll start this drive with very good field position. On the toss, here's Lacey. Shreds the tackle, and he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down. And in this situation with a lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
Now Rodgers throwing on second down. He's going to air one out. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Tony Jefferson. And the Cardinals offense here ready to take over. And not great starting field position here for the offense.
Let's go.
They begin the drive with Johnson. And they'll get him down up past the 15, just shy of the 20. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
So much for him being bottled up throughout the day. Finally finds a way to break through and get a really nice gain. The defense had felt great about what they had going. Now they've got to turn their attention to getting it back in that direction. Can they bottle him up again? Because I'd say after that run, confidence is pretty high for him.
7 yards on the play, and that'll bring up second down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, Get him out in the flat and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. And now they're in the hurry-up. Again, they run with Ellington. And not much doing. He'll get this only up to about the 36. 2 yards on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now.
And Johnson lost the football. It's loose, poked out. And the Packers pick it up. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And a great spot to start this drive from here. They come out here in the eye. Now a 10th carry here for Lacy. And he's got about 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 25. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up in the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
One back is Lacy. And he'll get it up the middle. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to third down.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
And this defense looks for one more stop here on third after the run. Now they'll run it on the toss. Oh, no, he lost the football. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day at camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about, what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
On first down, it's Palmer. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Mike Daniels getting him once again, his third sack of the afternoon. They'll fake the give to Ellington. Now it's Palmer. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
Well, an incomplete pass certainly doesn't look like a good play. For the guy throwing it today, as many interceptions he's thrown, he's got to feel a sigh of relief that the ball actually hit the ground and didn't go in the other direction.
So this offense really needs to make something happen here late in the fourth with the football. Play action. Now Palmer. He gets it to Brown. Complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. First down carry here for Johnson. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. And they're going to speed things up here. He'll look to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Back to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested, and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
And down by 5, they've got to go for it here on 4th down. Here we go. It's Palmer on 4th down. Surveying the field. Over the middle here to Brown. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down.
I remember in pregame when we were talking to him on the field, and he took his gloves off and showed us his fingers. A few misshapen ones in there, and now we know why, trying to catch those types of bullets.
That was a dart. Yeah, even for a talented receiver, those are tough to hang on to. Give the tackle there to Morgan Burnett. And this seemingly endless drive continues. Now a 10th carry for Johnson. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
Tough day. Tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. An extra defensive back in the game now here for 3rd and 4. Here's Johnson. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Let's go, let's go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up your play action and throw the football. You control the...
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. Long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field. They come out here in the eye. A fresh set of downs, and they're at the 1. 1st and goal. And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages.
I think what we just saw in that drive, partner, is great practice, preparation, and poise. Not only did they score with little time left for them to retaliate, they chewed up enough time along the way while still getting the yardage they needed. That was an impressive drive.
Very methodical. Now, barring something crazy on the kickoff, they got this one. And he will not get there. He comes up short. And they're unable to push this lead to a field goal as it'll remain a 1-point game. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking 2 plays. One, to get yourself in position for the second one, whether you're able to get into field goal range or you have to try another deep pass, another Hail Mary. But you're trying to get the first one to a receiver, get out of bounds, and give yourself a chance to set things up for an easier shot at it.
Let's see if they can do it. Might be easier said than done. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. One final try now for Rodgers. He's going to let it fly. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by DJ Swearinger. And that is going to seal this victory as time runs out. Well, we were on hand for a fun and entertaining game here, coming down really to that last play. Great job defensively to get the pick and seal it. And we know that every play during a game matters. You're never sure which one's going to be one of the key ones. But at the end of the game, when you analyze it, 3, 4, 5 plays are going to be the ones you focus on. And that last play was one of them. The last shot had to take it, and they came up with the interception and sealed their victory.